Hey guys, welcome back to Forging Men in 10. This week I want to talk about being taken advantage of or being tried, um, and being able to handle it better. We live in a time where everybody is looking out for themselves. Everybody is selfish. Um, Even in your neighborhood, not many people even know their neighbors. People aren't friendly as they used to be. That's not true for every neighborhood, but for the most part, uh, people just go to work and live their lives and never even get to know your name. It leads to a lot of selfishness. And if you're a Christian, you're not selfish. You're looking out for others. You're doing things to help others. So a lot of times it leaves us getting taken advantage of, or people think you're the nice guy and they try you. That's been happening to me a lot this year, and I think it's been a test that God has been wanting me to pass. And when I chose to act how God, when I chose to leave the battle in His hands, God came through for me. Um, I've had a lot of stories this year, and I'm not going to go through all of them. One happened at the fire station, and that one, I still gotta. What this guy did to me was so disrespectful, and he did end up apologizing for his actions, but there's still part of me that is angry about it, and still got to give that part of my heart to God, where and let Him fully deal with this, because he asked for forgiveness. I forgave him, but I know there's still a level of me that's angry. But the last one that happened was I bought a book to. It's basically like a manual to build a cold plunge tub. It's exactly what it sounds like. It's a tub that stays at like 40 to 50 degrees, or you can get it colder if you want, of water, and then you jump into it. Uh, has a lot of health benefits. I did it when I played football and I miss it, so I wanted to build one. I bought this book last year. It was an ebook, and I bought all the supplies to build it, just never got the chance. Went to start building it this week, and I went to go look for the book. I realized I got a new phone, so the book isn't on my phone anymore. And when I went to go back to the website to download it, the link was expired. So I emailed the guy, and he basically told me for $15 more, you can pay for the updated manual. I've done so much work to it. I'm not going to give you the same. I'm not going to give you the manual for free. And I told him, like, hey, I don't want the new manual. I just want what I paid for. And he responded, sorry, you have poor file management. I will not be giving you anything for free. The link was active for 60 days, and that was pretty clear when you made the purchase. And I got this over the weekend when I was on a 48 and on shift, and man, I was on my email. How can poor file management? How can you make this claim? You don't even know why I got a new phone and why this has happened. Why I lost my manual. How can you make this claim? And there was something inside of me that was like, not worth it. Don't send it. Deleted the email. And so I'm driving home Monday morning, and the guy texts me, and he's like, hey, I emailed you a link that expires in 24 hours. I sent it yesterday to the original manual you bought. You got a couple hours left to download it. And I was like, all right, I'm driving home from work. I'm a firefighter, so I worked all weekend. I didn't get your email. And he responded back, man, I'm so sorry. I respect first responders. I work with a lot of first responders and try to get a lot of these tubs into the fire stations because it's really good for you guys. And he's like, I usually give these manuals out for free to first responders. And if you would, please accept my apology, and I'll even do a hour one-on-one coaching with you for building the tub, which I didn't need all that. But he is like, I'll even send you the new updated manual for free as well. I immediately told him, wow, thank you so much. That's a blessing. Thank you. While I don't need the hour coaching, I am a pretty good do-it-yourselfer. I do want to say I took the opportunity to let him know that, I totally forgive you. But I will say it's only by the grace of God, because when I saw your email, I immediately started typing, but the Lord told me no. And I'm glad I did that. I'm glad I listened to his warning. This guy's going through a lot, and by me not fighting the battle and me giving the battle to the Lord to fight, not only did he give me a manual he gave me the original manual I bought and a brand new manual that has a lot of updated information and an hour coaching if I need it. Because God handled my battle, he did above and beyond what I expected. And it brings me to Exodus 14, verses 13 to 14. And Moses said to the people, fear not, stand firm, and see the salvation of the Lord, which he will work for you today. For the Egyptians who you see today, you shall never see again. The Lord will fight for you, and you only have to be silent. A lot of times we gotta let the Lord fight our battles, especially when it's people that we're never gonna see again. We don't need to give them an earful. We don't need to have them know our boundaries and we're not gonna be disrespected. A lot of the times, just give it to the Lord. I do want to say, I don't want you to confuse that when it's family or friends, people you see on a regular basis. That's why I really like this verse, because it mentions in 13, the Egyptians who you will never see again. People who we see again, we got to remember we do need to draw boundaries. We need to guard our hearts. Proverbs 4:23. Above all things, guard your heart. We got to remember that we got to protect ourselves and our family. So while we do give our battles to the Lord, we also have to pray for discernment on when we are to draw boundaries and when and what boundaries we are to draw. I'll give you a perfect example. My brother is it's a very toxic relationship. My parents allow him to just walk all over them, and the stuff he does is absolutely nasty. He was doing it to me as well until I finally drew my boundaries with him. But he threatens my life, he threatens to kill me, he threatens to kill my kid, he threatens to hurt my wife. He disowns my wife totally, that she doesn't even belong in the family, that what else? You name it, he does it. And I finally got to the point where it's like, bro, I'll have a relationship. Even Karina, we're in the same boat. Like, we will forgive you immediately, but we're not going to allow you to talk to us this way. We're not going to allow you to treat us like that. So when you're dealing with friends and family, you have to pray for discernment on when to draw boundaries. But when you're dealing with people trying you that you'll never see again, man, give it to the Lord. Let him fight your battles. And even a lot of times, even with friends and family, it's going to be the Lord fighting your battles too. You just got to pray for that discernment. I hope this blessed somebody, and gives you guys a little bit of guidance. Until next time.